having breakfast with some of my coworkers one day, and one of my coworkers, while he's giving some grievances about the arguing that goes on in his household, he goes on to say, "This is why black men date white women." And obviously, I could have been moved by the comment, being a black woman, but I wasn't, because I know and I'm confident that 85% of black men marry black women according to the U.S. Census. So very naturally, I'm moved by the comment. But getting down to the grit of where a lot of these comments come from, like himself, well, his comment and Jack Johnson's comment, one of the really great boxers in the early 1900s. A lot of these comments come from what I believe is a place of self-hate, primarily because a lot of people that carry self-hate see things in their own race, and they start to despise those things, and they start to downplay or put down their own race based on these things that they despise. But subconsciously, I think that they don't realize a lot of what it is that they don't like about their own race comes from them themselves. So my question to these people that do carry self-hate and do have this distaste for their own race and decide to magnify a different race in opposition to theirs as if they themselves are not black, what are you trying to escape? See, the thing is, it's like, if I'm black and you're black and I decide that I don't want to deal with you, or I don't like you, or I despise said things about you so much that I start to regard a different race at a higher platform than myself, or than those people that look just like me, there's obviously an issue there. There's obviously something that I myself have not identified with, to see the things that you do and to see your flaws as a person and generalize them to a certain race. Now, I obviously don't believe this is fair, because we all have, different life experiences. We have different roads and different paths that we go down. So to take an angry grandma or, a very fussy aunt and say, okay, well, this is generalized to this culture, and then create a stigma, and then create a feeling and a hate or a harsh criticism based on whatever those features are, be they due to poverty, hardship, oppression. It's, one of those things where it's like, okay, well, have you not looked in the mirror and realized that you might be dealing with something greater than what it is that you're looking at these people and despising about them? I can't look at myself and decide that I hate myself. I can't look at other people and decide that I dislike them unless it's something that I'm carrying with me. I say day in and day out that it's an inside job. And if you are not okay with the man in the mirror, and if you decide that you as a black man or a black woman can never have anything nice, can never do anything right, of course you are going to verbalize that same hatred towards your brothers and sisters, that we can never have anything nice, that we can never do anything right, about how we can never be on time. Are you yourself on time? Are you yourself, a recipient, or do you feel like you're worthy of nice things? Do you feel like you should have a good life? Do you feel like you deserve to be loved? So, when it comes to a lot of these comments that are made, and usually the people that make these negative affirmations about people, I argue for you to look at yourself and ask yourself, do you really feel like you are? Do you truly feel like you're worthy? Yes, you can put on a suit. Yes, you can put on a tie. Yes, you can wear glasses. And yes, you can speak very eloquently, but it doesn't take away from the fact that you underlyingly have an issue that you need to deal with. And a lot of what I tell people a lot of the time, and this is something I learned in psychology, there's a such thing as mirroring. The very same things that you despise about other people may well be the things that you carry within yourself. So you have to be careful about what it is that you hate. So with that being said, when trying to escape whatever this thing is, there's an exclusion that we have a tendency to see with those type of individuals. They feel disengaged. They feel that's them and not me. And it's okay for you to not be a product of your environment, or for you to despise a lot of the things that you see going on, and for those things not to be okay with you. But for you to generalize amongst your people and a demographic, and for you to decide that you want more friends of a different race or culture or background because you want to set yourself apart from them because that's how they act. I'm not like that. That's a problem. It's a sincere problem, because then you are stereotyping, and now you're generalizing your own people, and you're creating that same barrier that we already face by people that do not look like us. As usual, I'm all about solutions. I'm all about getting down to the root of the issue and how we could fix it. So a good solution to this is facing that man in the mirror. Do some self-examination. Get to the root of what your issue is. Be it that mom, be it that dad, be it that cousin, be it whatever it is that caused you to have a dislike and a distaste. Get to the root of that. Undo yourself. Kill a lot of that programming. Cornel West said in Examine Life, a video on YouTube, he said that there is no rebirth, or there is no change without death. A lot of those things have to die within us that cause us that self-hate. A lot of those things have to go. They have to be cast out. You have to learn how to look at yourself in the mirror and love the skin you're in, love who you are, and love those same black and brown brothers and sisters that walk the face of the earth just like you do, before you can sit there and say, that's not me. I'm different. Yes, you are different. Each one of our fingers has a different fingerprint, a different pattern. But it doesn't make the thumb better than the pinky because of a difference in that thumbprint. So learn how to unprogram yourself. Learn how to unprogram yourself from those negative stereotypes that you see on TV. Learn how to get to know yourself. Learn how to love yourself. Learn how to embrace the skin that you're in. And then you can understand and respect those around you. And it's not to say that because you get to know yourself, you're not entitled to be attracted to someone of a different race, or you can't date outside of your race. You know, the heart loves what it loves. And you can, in fact, like what you like. But for instance, like I mentioned earlier, a Jack Johnson, when you start to say, okay, well, this specific demographic of people don't do this, and this is why I like that person. No, now you have an issue. Now you have, like I mentioned, some hateration going on that you need to address, because in you making a choice, it should be because it's what you choose, and not because it's I put this down to pick this up. Let it be because that's what you genuinely chose. And let that be because that's what you genuinely want to do. And let it be because that's genuinely what your heart wants. But your heart should want yourself first.